everyone! Happy May Day, blessed Beltane. I hope that you all are having a wonderful weekend, welcoming in the new season of summer. I know it feels a little weird that summer's coming in with the quarantine and with all the crazy stuff happening right now. Honestly, if you look at the news and just look at what's going on, the energy feels a lot more like Samhain or around Halloween than summer, but nature is still blooming and the sun is still out and there's still hope. If you look at animals are having babies, people are having babies, the flowers are out, the fruits are coming in. So even though there's lots of crazy stuff going on in the human world, nature is still doing what she does. And so I think there's a lot to celebrate in that, especially those of us who are healthy, who are financially secure, who can afford to stay home. Counting those blessings, I think, will help us both for ourselves and to support those who have to be on the front lines, whether they're medical staff or are working to provide us with food or to teach our kids. I mean, I don't have kids, but to teach kids, to teach people who need it, just essential workers everywhere. We all need to count our blessings and lift each other up, and that's what one of the things that summer's about, is embracing the blessings that are coming in, the new fruits of the season. And so with that, I'm going to share with you a recipe that is very near and dear to my heart, a recipe for strawberry crisp. And the reason I love this recipe so much is this was the first honoring of one of the sabbats, or 8 festivals of the Wheel of the Year, that I ever did. In 2016, I actually, on my first YouTube channel, Theta Raven, I shared a video where I showed the strawberry crisp I made, making that simply to honor May Day, Beltane. That was my first peek out of the broom closet. I wasn't even out of it, even to myself at that time. And I got the courage to come out a month later. And so this recipe is very near and dear to my heart because it was my first look outside at my spiritual path that felt right for me. And that's why Beltane is such a special holiday for me, because it was the first Wiccan holiday that I had the courage to observe, even just peeking out of the broom closet, even doing something as simple as making a seasonal dessert. And so I make this every year for Beltane, and I want to share this recipe with you now. It's a very easy recipe. It's a recipe that is made up of a lot of cupboard staples, and so it should be easy to throw together even if you're stuck in quarantine, as I know a lot of us are. And so with that, I'm going to show you how to make it. So let's get started. And here are the 2 components that you'll need to make the strawberry crisp. Here is what will be the crust, and over here are the strawberries. The crust is a mix of flour, oats, brown sugar, butter, and walnuts. Now, if you're allergic to walnuts or you don't like them, I would definitely suggest, if you can, substitute another nut, because this dessert is very sweet and very rich, and so you need something with that kind of crunchy texture to balance it out, because it is a very sweet, rich dessert. And then over here are the strawberries mixed with some white sugar. I like to mix the strawberry filling first and then the crust, because the strawberries sit with the sugar and start to get all sweet and sugary and delicious. This is the pan that the strawberry crisp will go in. It's a square 8 inches by 8 inches pan, and I put half of the crust mixture on the bottom and I just pressed it in with my hands. Now you want to make sure that you grease the pan very, very well, because the crust gets very compact and hard and sticky. It's like a almost like a cobbler topping, but it's crispier. That's why it's called strawberry crisp. But anyway, if you don't grease the pan well enough, the bottom does tend to get stuck to the pan, and then when you try and scoop it out, it doesn't come out. So make sure you grease the pan really well. I use the Pam baking spray that has flour in it, and it works wonders for baking anything really, but especially with crisps and cobblers. It helps a lot. And here is the final dish ready for the oven. I put the strawberries on top of the crust and then sprinkled the remaining mixture on top of that. And as you can see right now, it looks like the ingredients come up just to the rim of the baking dish, but as this bakes in the oven, the strawberries will break down and become almost like a thick strawberry, not like a jelly, but the fruit, the strawberries, they don't stay whole and intact. So basically this will shrink down and become all crispy and jelly-like and strawberry-ish and delicious. So with that, this is ready to transfer into the center of a 350-degree oven for 45 minutes, and I will see you when it's done. And here, my friends, is the strawberry crisp. It's been out of the oven for a while. I actually took it out and was working on editing this video, what I filmed of it so far, while I let this cool a little bit. But anyway, here it is in all its crispy, oaty, walnutty, strawberry-y goodness. Oh man, I wish you guys could smell it. It makes the house smell amazing. It smells like summer. It smells like Beltane. I just love this crisp so much. It's wonderfully sweet and nutty and oaty, and it's great by itself, but if you also happen to have either vanilla ice cream or just plain old whipped cream, those go great with it as well. But here it is in all its yummy, delicious, summery glory. So if you make this, please feel free to let me know how it turned out. The recipe with all the measurements will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to follow me on all my other socials, and I hope you have a wonderful Beltane weekend, and embrace the summer, my friends. Even though the energy of everything that's going on with us humans might not feel very summery, nature's still doing her thing. See, I don't know if the camera caught that, but some birdies were just singing as I just said that. So Mother Earth, the goddess, is still doing her thing, and so embrace that, my friends. We are all her children, and as long as we're here, we're helping the wheel turn. So embrace the season, especially if you do so by making this delicious crisp. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Blessed be, and until next time, goodbye.